Hey guys, it's Taylor, back to Life with Taylor, and today we're gonna be reacting and ranking some paranormal videos. So let's get into it.
But little did they know.
Oops, let's start over.
Late one night, two friends decided it would be a brilliant idea to mock the paranormal and mess around with a Ouija board, just for a bit of a laugh. But little did they know, they were about to get a response from something that didn't find the joke very funny. Now, for anyone who knows anything about these so-called spirit boards, there are golden rules you're just not supposed to break. But these two guys, full of skepticism, threw the instruction manual straight out of the window. Here's the moment they realized they made a massive mistake.
¿A los cuántos años se va a morir el Franz, pendejo, güey? Idiota. No, güey, mejor hacerlo más chido así como que... Chinga su madre, ya manifiéstate, güey. Si va a haber algo, se va a manifestar, güey. Mamá. Ya. Mamá.
No matter how fast they darted out of there, they couldn't outrun whatever the hell they had managed to summon. The guys in this video broke one of the most important rules of Ouija sessions, aside from just don't use one at all. Never take your hands off the planchette before the session has properly ended. Doing so is believed to create a portal from the world you are trying to contact straight into your own, which is probably why all the stuff in the room was being flung all over the place. Could that be what happened here? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Okay, that one, I'm gonna give that a 7 because I don't think you can move the Ouija board with like a string, and that seat looked far too heavy to move with a string, and also their Scooby-Doo run looked crazy and they looked genuinely terrified, so I'm gonna give it a 7. Next.
Working late. It was the end of a long day at the Sumbawangi perfume store in Indonesia. Just as the saleswoman was getting ready to close up, it seems a last-minute customer walked in. The CCTV camera, later posted to the store's TikTok account, captures her greeting the customer with a big, enthusiastic smile, ready to make one last sale. She starts recommending different perfumes, pointing them out, and seems to be having a perfectly normal conversation. But when her co-worker walks out from the back room a moment later, his confused reaction reveals that this is anything but a normal sale. Here's the strange footage. The reason her co-worker is so baffled is because there is no one there. The saleswoman is enthusiastically selling perfume to thin air, completely lost in a conversation with an invisible customer. She's so deep in the interaction that she doesn't even notice her colleague until he speaks to her. The moment he does, you can see the genuine confusion on her face as she snaps out of it, like someone's waking up from a dream. So what in the fresh hell was going on? One paranormal theory that fits perfectly is the concept of a glamour. It's an old belief that a powerful entity can create a vivid illusion, making someone see something that isn't really there. To the saleswoman, she could have been seeing a fully formed person, clear as day, while the camera and her co-worker saw nothing but an empty space. An even creepier theory is a mild form of possession or a trance state. The spirit might have put her into a hypnotic state to interact with her, using her own actions to play out the memory of a sale. Her co-worker's interruption would have been enough to break that connection, Her bewildered reaction when she snaps out of it looks incredibly genuine. What do you think? Did this saleswoman get a visit from a ghostly customer who just wanted to smell nice in the afterlife? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
I would like to believe that that's real, that it's like some type of trance or hypnotic ghost. But could they be acting? Because there was no like shadow. There was nothing. She was just talking to thin air. Also, was she tired and seeing things, or is she crazy? I'm gonna give that a 6. There's too many questions that need answers.
Number 3. Bedtime stories. After the heartbreaking loss of 2 loved ones, this family started noticing strange, unexplainable things happening around their home. Hoping it was a sign from the family members they'd lost, they set up a security camera, wanting to capture a comforting message from the other side. But the entity they caught on camera didn't seem to be leaving a comforting message. In fact, what it did was so strange and physical that it left them with more chills than comfort. And what the camera first captured was only the beginning. Here's the first clip they recorded.
Water bottle. Could there not be a fan?
Subtle, but it's undeniably creepy. You can see the papers on the bed shift and flutter, as if nudged by an unseen hand, while the water bottle gives a little spin all on its own.
Okay,
now,
that's creepy because it
remember
did
the
spin.
context here. This family is grieving, and they were hoping for a sign. You can understand why they weren't scared by this, just curious. But this is where the footage goes from a creepy recording to a live paranormal event.
There's like air under the bed.
It's like something in the sheets.
As she continues to film, she pans the camera away from the TV and over to the actual bed to show us the room in real time. The papers start moving again, but that's just the opening act. The truly bizarre part is what happens under the duvet. A clear shape rises up, moving around and then flattens out completely, as if whatever was there just vanished into thin air. According to paranormal researchers, for an entity to manifest with enough physical force to move a duvet is incredibly rare and requires a colossal amount of energy. It suggests a powerful spirit, or in this family's case, perhaps a loved one using every ounce of their strength to make contact. Their curiosity didn't stop there though. The family began to actively engage with the presence, even using crystals to coax reactions. It seems to have worked a little too well though, as the activity in the bedroom started to spread throughout the entire house.
That's never done that.
According to the description, the footage was caught on a security camera they had recently set up in the living room after the strange experiences, and the reason the boy had a rifle in his hands is because it's an airsoft rifle he was showing to his brother, not because he was ready to make the paranormal eat lead. But the point is, The activity only ramped up like this after the family paid attention to the haunting and engaging with it. Both the husband and wife consistently posted videos of the activity while also attempting to impact the entity using stuff like crystals. Could this be proof that paranormal beings feed off of your fear and interests? Let us know any theories you have down below.
I'm gonna give that I'll give it an 8. The air under the bed was very convincing. And the door, I mean, somebody probably could have opened it, but I think the air on the bed clip underneath, and then like the paper and the water bottle, if they had a fan on, they would constantly move. But the water bottle didn't move that time, and the paper only moved when the thing under the cover did that. And I've also seen that before, like in a hotel where there was like something under the hotel sheets, but like when you slap it, it goes away, and then it reappears. So I'm gonna give that an 8.
Behind closed doors, this guy was having a hard time settling into his new apartment. The situation was even more difficult to navigate when he realized that he wasn't actually alone in there at all, because his new home came with an existing tenant, one that wasn't happy to share.
Alright, let's investigate.
The banging wasn't just on one door either.
Alright.
He seems too
I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm home alone. There's nobody here. Whoa, okay.
That is some seriously aggressive banging, and every time he throws the door open, there's absolutely no one there, not a soul in sight, and we get a clear view of the empty space every single time. Now, when we see stuff like this, our first thought is usually angry ghost, but parapsychologists have a fascinating and in some ways creepier theory for this. It's called recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, or RSPK. The idea is that the source of the poltergeist isn't a spirit at all, but a living person, usually someone under a lot of stress or emotional turmoil. They're called the agent, and without realizing it, they're subconsciously projecting their inner anxiety outwards as a raw kinetic energy, powerful enough to create loud bangs or even throw objects across a room. So, let's look at our guy. He just moved into a new flat. He's alone. He's clearly on edge. According to the RSPK theory, could he be the agent here? Is all this banging not something trying to get in, but his own stress and anxiety literally bouncing off the walls? Another theory is that it could be a place memory haunting, where the sound of that frantic banging is just a psychic echo of a past traumatic event, recorded into that very fabric of the building and replaying itself. Of course, a skeptic would say he's just got a mate in the next room with a hammer, or that the audio was cleverly added in later.
That's what I was gonna say.
But if it's real, it's a fascinating case. So what do you think? A classic angry spirit? A psychic echo of the past? Or is it the man himself, unconsciously causing the chaos with his own mind? Let us know which theory you think fits best.
Whoa, okay.
Let's go back and rewatch. Go back. Excuse me, hello, go back.
Whoa.
Yeah, see, it goes psh, boom, boom, boom. It kind of sounds like, unless it's an added effect, that goose pimples put in.
Whoa.
I can't tell. It sounds like somebody knocking on metal, not a door. The first one sounded convincing. Let's go back to the first one.
All right.
Like, see, it almost sounds like kind of reverberous or bouncy. And he seems too chill to be like, all right, let's go investigate. Let's go check this out. I don't know. I'm going to give that a 5. That's going to be a 5 for me.
Number 1.
Next.
Behind you.
Last.
While finishing the rest of the washing up, Stephen could have never prepared himself for the creepy experience he was about to have. As he turned around to complete his last task, something bizarre happened that he still can't explain. Take a look.
Dude, I'm a little wigged out right now. So, I was washing dishes and just putting things away, and all of a sudden I feel something hit me in the back and I heard it bounce. Look at this shit. And this ball hits me in the back, right shoulder out of nowhere.
He doesn't have
You might be
kids?
thinking that someone else in the house must have thrown it at him as a prank, but his wife was apparently in bed and sick at the time, and this is where his kid was.
Now, mind you, I just got done washing the air fryer and was drying it off. Whatever it was had a little bit of force. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Lauren's been in bed for almost 2 days. Like, she gets up for a little bit, but she has not felt good at all. And Avery, let's just face it, if he's not watching his tablet, he's on the Oculus or he's outside. And I knew with it being like 12 o'clock, he's inside. So, I have no idea. Now, I have a lot of activity. It's not like malicious or anything, but that right there was the first time that's happened. So, I don't know. What do y'all think about it?
So, with his wife sick in a bed and his kid in the other room, there was no one around to play a prank. And what makes this footage so compelling is that Stephen isn't some paranormal influencer. His account is just full of normal, everyday family life. He's a regular bloke who happened to capture something completely unexplainable. What we're seeing is a textbook case of a poltergeist demanding attention. It's not just a subtle bump in the night or a door creaking open. It's a direct, physical interaction. Something in that house wanted him to know it was there, and it wasn't being subtle about it. It's one thing to hear a strange noise in an empty room. It's another thing entirely when the house itself starts throwing things at you.
Okay, I'm gonna give that one an 8. I think, his kid was obviously on the couch, so it couldn't have been him, and the timestamps line up. I don't know. I believe he looked genuinely, like, when he turned around, he looked genuinely like, what in the hell just happened? And if he isn't lying about his wife being sick in bed for days, then that is creepy. And that looks like paranormal. So I'm going to give that an 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below your thoughts on these clips. While you're down there commenting, click all the buttons. You know what to do. And I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, morning. Wherever you are in the world viewing this. I don't know if you heard any of what I said because my microphone was in my pocket. So, peace.